as you grow older, as you go through college, especially when you go into the military, you start being exposed to more diverse political thought.
Yeah.
And people have different political opinions. And what you find is that a lot of political opinions are uninformed, especially among young people. Mm-hmm. They're just parroting what they learned somewhere else or what they heard somewhere else. They're not vested in the future of the country yet.
Yeah.
Once you put a ring on your finger, once you bring a child into the world, once you birth a business, all of a sudden you're very, very invested in the world around you.
Yeah.
And your political opinion changes because now all of a sudden you realize you have a responsibility to protect what you've brought into the world and to safeguard its future. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, but when you're 24 years old and you're going to some inner city college that mom and dad paid for, you don't get that yet.
No, you don't. Honestly, it's one of the reasons I started this show. And one of the reasons that I know a lot of podcasters, I'm really good friends with Shawn Ryan. I know you have your own podcast. A lot of the podcasters have felt like the mainstream media and journalism had died and the public was not getting informed. So they're making decisions based off of headlines and not digging into the facts to be able to make very informed decisions about voting and how to be involved in their community. And so that's why bringing on guests like you and some of the stuff we're going to talk about and some of the other guests I've had to talk about things that help inform people to make decisions as a citizen to protect the future of this country. I think it's very important. And one of my main motivations for doing this show.
And honestly, man, it's why I love talking to folks like you. It's why I love talking with folks like Shawn, because that independent commitment to journalism, to keeping the idea at least of journalism alive is so important. Because the truth is, and people don't realize it, you and I have served in the U.S., we've served abroad, we've run influence campaigns, we have intentionally lied to adversarial forces to get them to crumble on their own, right? It's a Chinese art of war type of thing, right? If you can get your enemy to fight themselves, you don't have to die fighting your enemy, right?
So fresh on Freedom.